Zakia. Welcome to the broadcast. I feel like I need to say Happy New Year because some of you, this is the first time seeing me live in 2020. Some of you have seen me before, which is absolutely fine. So I'll say welcome back. And on this broadcast, we are doing a Pink Himalayan Sea Salt video. And it's actually going to be something that you can use for a foot scrub. And so hopefully you'll enjoy this broadcast. If you have not already done so, I'm going to do it too. Make sure you click that share button and hopefully you don't get an echo, which you probably will. 1 second, let me open it up, make sure it's coming through. I'm going to write post and say post. There we go. So this is a very, very simple recipe that we will be using, and it's a little way for you to do your own version of self-care at home. And it's only 4.5 ingredients. We will be using some Baraka shea butter, and we will also be using something that I just got in, which is the Baraka virgin coconut oil. And you can smell the coconut oil through the bag. So these are the two primary ingredients that we're going to use to moisturize our feet as well as our hands. You can use this scrub that we're about to make on your hands as well as your toes and all of that other good stuff. We have a couple of you saying, hello, Chantel. Okay, let me see. Where are we going to put you guys tonight? I think your comments are going to go right there. So I can say hey to you as well. You need a good foot scrub. Well, hopefully this will be the recipe for you. We are up to 40 some odd viewers. All of you that are watching on Team Baraka, hello there. I feel like I need to say hola for my Spanish speaking people. I need to say good day, mate, for our Australia people. For all of our Soap Nation folks, of course, welcome. Packing your apartment while you listen. Well, hopefully it's a really good, simple broadcast. Zoe is saying hello. Paige is trying to come on and I'm telling her no. And we're saying hi to Kadeem. Very good to see all of you. And what we're going to do is switch you to the soap cam. But this will actually be the foot scrubs cam. So you can see what it is that we have on the table. Very, very simple ingredients. Hopefully I did not miss you, and you'll see just how quickly it is to make this particular recipe. So I already have everything that we need on the table, including our coconut oil, which is right here. It's already pre-measured. We also have our shea butter, which is right here, also pre-measured. We also have our amazing blend of essential oils. Really will not need a lot for this recipe, but it's a combination of grapefruit essential oil, tea tree essential oil, and lavender essential oil. And then we have a combination of fine grain and coarse grain Pink Himalayan sea salt. So you might be wondering, okay, so why do we got all these ingredients? Well, number one, for the Himalayan sea salt, let me bring you guys back on just for a second so I can tell you about this. With the Himalayan sea salt in particular, it is a great hydration tool. So what we need on our feet is, especially if you have dry, cracked heels, the Pink Himalayan sea salt is a great addition. Chantal loves the lavender. Good to know. And then it's also good for detoxifying. So when you blend that with the essential oils of like the tea tree, the grapefruit, and the lavender, you get a really, really great foot scrub. And then, of course, when you have your butter, like the shea butter, and the coconut oil, that's going to lock that moisture in. So with these very, very simple ingredients, you can make your own foot scrub right at home. If you do make this particular one, let us know. Put a picture in the comments, send me a DM, whatever it is that you want to do. But in case you are new, I'll tell you who I am. I am Zakia Ringgold. I happen to be the owner of Live Soap School, and I come to you every single Thursday for a DIY Thursday. And this DIY, I do not speak Turkish, Barak. I don't speak Turkish, unfortunately, but I'll say hello, or I'll do the wave. This is the universal sign for hello. I come to you every single Thursday, and we do some kind of DIY so that you can take these same ingredients that you have and use them for your own skincare, because there's nothing better than knowing exactly what it is that you're putting on your skin and on your body. The skin happens to be, this is a spoiler alert, most of you know this already, but it is the largest organ on our body. And if you take a look at specifically what has been happening with a lot of these cosmetic companies, they're using all kinds of toxic ingredients. And by you just using some of the ingredients that you already have, and if you don't have them, we can tell you where you can get them, you can actually take hold of your skincare. So this is really quickly, and if you have questions, put them in the comments. And before I get started, let me know in the comments where you are watching from, and put a number 1 if this is your first time watching, and a number 2 if you've been here before. Now, if you're on a platform where you can't necessarily type in the comments, that's all right. I'm going to imagine that you're giving me a 1, meaning it's your first time here and you haven't found the platform that allows you to put a comment in, which is fine. Absolutely fine. This is a judgment-free zone. Chantel has been here before, watching over there on the YouTube side. Ginger Yum, good to see you on the Periscope side. And let's see, let me pull that down. Sport Car Lady is telling a story, because I've seen your username before. It's not her first time, but she's putting in a number 1. But thank you for participating. Wait, am I saying your right name? Yeah, Sport Car Lady. Mr. Mole has been here before. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. That's the Welcome Back Carter song. We also have Drag Me Out has saying, I've been here. I've been here. I've been here. I've been here. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. Now, because this is also on YouTube, I feel like I have to kind of rush to it. It's like they don't like any of this foreplay situation we got going on. They don't like any of it. They want us to get right to it, make the product, get on, get off. Unfortunately, guys, I am a live streamer. I'm not a YouTuber, which means I don't just go and do the product. I like to kind of talk to you all and find out who's watching, who's been here, and all of that other stuff. Katie Hoxie from New York, hashtag first time. Hopefully it won't be your last time wherever you are watching from. If we are not already connected, you do click that follow, that subscribe, that like, and of course the share. But Katie, welcome to the broadcast. Scott is saying hello. I don't think I've seen your name before, so I'm going to say hi to you as well. All right, so now I will take you all to the soap can. But tonight, it's the scrub can. Okay, there we go. All right, so you want to have a bowl that you can use for mixing all of your ingredients together. Now, I do always like to start with the Himalayan sea salt first. This recipe is on the Baraka blog. We will put it in the description of this video, but I'll also tell you right here. This one, we're going to use 1.5 cups of the Pink Himalayan Sea Salt, guys. And the reason I like to use both coarse and fine grain is so that we get a really nice exfoliation when we're using the scrub. So we're going to use 1.5 cups, which is about 5.5 ounces. We're going to pour those in, and you can see the fine grain kind of looks like your regular table salt, whereas the coarse grain is a little bit thicker. It's a little bit thicker. So we're going to pour that in like so. Again, you don't need a whole lot, depending on how much foot scrub you're making. Some people, they don't even get a pedicure in the wintertime because nobody can see their toes. But, you know, this is that in-between thing that you can do. From there, we're going to go ahead, we'll add our shea butter in first. Now, you do want to melt your shea butter so it'll make it easier to stir. So we're going to go ahead and pour that in. Oh, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that right there. Oh yeah. And then you can slowly stir that in, and you'll see that it starts to immediately emulse with that Pink Himalayan sea salt that we have there. And you see I did leave some of the Himalayan sea salt in here just in case I want to add a little more. It's not thick enough or it's not runny enough. Some people like to have a lot of oil in their foot scrub, so you can have as much or as little as you like. To that shea butter, we're going to add our coconut oil. And coconut oil is like the #1 ingredient that we like to use as soap makers. And I will tell you, one of the primary differences with the Baraka shea butter and the Baraka coconut oil, particularly, you can smell the coconut in here. It smells like it cut straight off of the tree. Sometimes when you get like a refined coconut oil, you can't smell it anymore. Not the case with this one here. So as you can see, those two are blending together. Now that's a little bit runny for my taste. So I'm going to grab some of our Pink Himalayan Sea Salt and we're going to thicken it up just a little bit. We still have not added in our essential oils. Oh, generic dude. No wonder why your name is generic dude, and I can completely understand. This is what generic dude would use. A regular floor scrubbing brush and soap is what he would use, or she. I'm sorry, yeah, it's a dude. But I understand, completely get it. But some people want to do a little bit extra, a little bit more in the realm of self-care. But if you just want to use the scrubbing brush that most people use for the tub, go at it. Go right at it. But thank you. I understand. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some more of our sea salt that we had set aside. As you can see, I have a clump in there, so I'm going to break it up. Break it, break it, break it. Break it, break it, break it. Nyla, there is a plastic bowl in the counter or in the dish pan in there. Can you fill that up with water so that I can at least demonstrate on my hands? I will not demonstrate on my feet for you guys, but I will demonstrate how you use this on my hands. I'm going to pour a little bit more in. Where? Right in the dish pan, that plastic one. Yeah. Put some water in there. There we go. Now, if I add more salt to this, the oil is going to continue to absorb in there. If you go exactly by the recipe, which I'm going to just add it in just so you guys can see, there's a nice amount of oil that is left over, but over time, you may have to add a little bit more oil because that's going to continue to soak up in this scrub. The essential oil percentages or proportions that I gave you in that recipe are for this exact amount. Matt Diplo, you're laughing. It's kind of hilarious. All right, so this is what we want in terms of the foot scrub. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but we still have to add our essential oils because we also want a little bit of aromatherapy happening in here. So I have already mixed up all three. This is a combination of pink grapefruit, tea tree, as well as lavender. So I'm going to just drop those in. Very, very simply. And stir it again. Now you don't want to go overboard with your essential oils because it will irritate the skin. There are certain usage rates. So again, the recipe that you have on the blog gives you the exact proportions that you need for each one of those essential oils. Any questions so far? We just mixed up our salt, our coconut oil, our shea butter, and our essential oil. So we have exactly what we need for our foot scrub. Now, I want you to see what that consistency is here. Do you see how there's kind of a little bit of an oil slick that's going on top? As this sits overnight, that salt is going to continue to absorb those oils. So you don't want it to be super dry because when you go to use it, it's not going to give you the moisture. It's just going to be really, really scrubby by itself. So you also need a container. Because we're using an essential oil, I would recommend that you use a glass container so that it doesn't eat away at any plastic. And then what you do is you take your spatula and you pour it in. Now you see how I got the oil going in first? I'm going to try my best to scrape in more of the salt. And there's two different grades or grains of the Himalayan sea salt we have in there. We have the coarse grain as well as the thick I'm sorry, the coarse and the fine grain. Maybe I put a little too much oil. We don't want that much. Somebody's saying, hey, Latasha. All right, so I'm going to get some of that off. Uh-oh, I'm making a mess now. That's kind of what you want. You want like a little bit of an oil slick right at the top, and that's enough. And now Nyla, our trusty Vanna over there, went and got us a bowl of water. And so what I'm going to do is, now you do want to make sure you've washed your hands or your feet before you do the scrub. Remember, you want to start with a clean palette first. And once your hands have been washed or your feet have been washed, because you can use this scrub for your hands or your feet. So you want to wet them. Oh, she used hot water. Hot water. Oh. Lord. Hey, girl. Hey, Latasha. How are you? Well, you were probably saying hi to Chantel, but hello. So you want wet hands, and then you want to take a scoop of it, just like that. And then you're going to rub it into the palm of your hand. Philly in the house. Hey, Sylvia. And then you're also going to rub the back of your hands. And the smell of this is absolutely incredible. And what this does is it removes the dead skin off of your hands. And at the same time, it's moisturizing it with that coconut oil and with the shea butter. And another thing about the Pink Himalayan Sea Salt is it is a natural detoxifier. So it's pulling any toxins from the skin at the same time. So then what you do is you just rinse that off. And you're going to see how it kind of just beads up on your hands or your feet. This is really a foot scrub, but you can use it on your hands. You'll see how it beads up. Oh, it feels nice too. Now I need a paper towel. My hands are wet. That's not really all that exciting. Nyla, she got her headphones on. Hey, Nyla, I need a paper towel. Or Paige, either one of you. And my hands smell amazing. I'm going to bring you guys back up. Let's see. Yep, and look, we made it. There we go. Thank you for the paper towel. So, geez Louise, Paige. She's over there doing like a baton spinny thing with the broom. So, after you dry your hands, oh, you see that, Sean? Look at that, Sean. And it's not greasy. It's not a greasy feel because those oils penetrate your skin, which is fantastic. So you have, with 4 very simple ingredients, you have your Pink Himalayan Sea Salt, you have your virgin coconut oil, your shea butter, and your essential oil blend. And just like that, you have your own scrub that you've made at home and you know all of the ingredients. You can get your virgin coconut oil as well as your shea butter by going to barakasheabutter.com. Latasha is saying, oh my gosh. My son is the same way with his headphones. It's like I'm looking at your toes right there in the living room and I'm saying your name and you're completely ignoring me. When you're ready to go somewhere, I'm going to act like I got my headphones on. But I'm Zakia. Yeah, no, someone on the broadcast said that you guys are just like their son with the headphones on. So I am Zakia of livesoapschool.com. And for all of you that are watching on the Baraka Clan, on the Soap Nation tribe, all of you, it has been a fun broadcast. Oh, thank you, Latasha. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all showing up. I appreciate you all clicking that like, subscribe, share, those hearts, that face on Facebook, and then also on Periscope with your tapping fingers. I'm Zakia Ringgold. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and follow. Have a good night.